Hey there everybody, welcome back to another video with Dark Bribe. Today, on Master Duel, we are gonna go Code Talker, if I can find it. And here's Code Talker. So here goes my Code Talker deck. There's so many different options available and so many different ways to make this. Now, it does have some weaknesses. I don't have a lot of negates. I could add them, but I like it like this. It is fast. It is easy to get monsters. If they negate the crap out of me, I'll be in trouble. But if I can get onto the field first, I can stop them from trying to destroy me. So I have cards like Grid Rod, and you have monsters like Transcode Talker that protect, and you have Xcode Talker that protect. So they can't be destroyed by card effects. This one is also your opponent cannot target any of them card effects. We got a lot of that going on. I believe this one too. Cannot be destroyed by battle or opponent's card effects. So that is basically what I'm getting at on this. I do have Silent Conflict as my negate, and more times than not, it's very useful. The only thing I don't like about it is the once per turn. I don't know why they do the once per turn. It's a specific card anyway. You have to have a Code Talker, so I'm not sure why they had to make it like that. You should have been able to use as many as you want. So other than that, though, this is pretty basic. I'm using these cards right here, like the Microcoder, the Code Generator, the Code Radiators, and Code Exporters, because you can link summon while they're in your hand. And the key to this whole entire thing is Silent Codec. Now, if I don't have Silent Codec, I'm not really going to go off. This is going to allow me to get a card every time I link summon. So that's very important. It'll keep my card count very high, because there is no draw cards really. So the only way to draw cards is Silent Codec. So we're going to try this out right here. The opposition won't be too, well, I say that, but you never know. So I'm most likely going second here, yeah. Which is very bad for this deck. Like I said, you can go back and Ash Blossoms and all the other stuff in there if you want. A lot of people don't use the field spell for this, and that would free up 3 spaces, and not a lot of people use Silent Conflict either. Use more staple basic cards to go with it. Me myself personally, I do get bored using it, and I do get bored a lot getting used against me all the time. So, but that's typical. What are you gonna do? So here we go. Our opponent's got blue eyes. Not usually too worried about blue eyes. They can go off and they can be ugly, but right now it's not looking too bad. And Code Radiator has a really cool effect that I believe is underutilized. So, once this thing's link summon, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls, change its attack to 0, and negate its effect. It's pretty brutal. So, I'm going to use Silent Conflict first. I love having this first in my hand. And the reason why is because if they have Ash Blossom, I can stop it, or make them use it before I get into some of my other cards. But he doesn't. And we get another free card here with Lady Bug. And we're going to grab, it's a tough choice though, but Code Generator allows me to either get a card and put it in my hand or throw it into the graveyard. So, and then Code Exporter will get it back out. So we'll use them in combination. First I'm going to use Microcoder. Microcoder is very important. So no matter what you do, if you're running this deck, make sure you always have 3 Microcoders. They're going to allow you to search your deck. For any card you want. And the first card you absolutely need is Silent Codec, if you don't have it. It's going to be able to continue my combos. I'm not sure what trap he has set here, but there hasn't been any pause in gameplay, so you're gonna do Code Talker and then go into Transcode Talker. And let's throw a card into the graveyard, and then we'll get it back out with Code Exporter. The Sonic Codec is going to allow me to pull a card out of the same attribute. So it's going to be an Earth monster, which is actually Code Generator. I believe there is another Earth monster. So we're going to throw something into the graveyard, something we don't have. We don't have a security or an infiltrator yet. And we can get Link Slayer, and we'll grab him. We'll special summon him a different way than how he special summons himself. So there we go, we got our Code Talker back. That's what's great about Transcode. So now we're really up, you know? And we can just continue going here. So we're going to Code Export here. And I go into Xcode Talker. Offers a little bit of protection. And one very important effect it has is it allows you to block off a monster zone. So I like to use this one so that people can't gain Transcode Talker's effect. Which is probably why they have that effect in the first place. So now we get our card back. So now we can get our security that we threw in the graveyard earlier. And even if we lose this match, this is going to be great for anybody who's never used this. Now we can get our Link info. So we're really set up right now. He's kind of in trouble. I don't know if he realizes it yet. So he could quit on us after he sees me special summon a bunch. This sometimes happens. So now we're going to go into Code Talker inverted by using these guys. And you want to make sure you use them. And you want to make sure he's set right here, because he's going to special summon to a monster zone that he points to, which is how we're going to special summon Link Slayer. And we can also get Cyber's White Hat, and we can special summon him, no problem. So here's this Link Slayer. So I didn't get to use him originally because I didn't draw him first, but that's okay. You can still summon him this way. And so then this is where the options really start. And I like to go right here so much, but I like to do this. I like to build up one more Link. Well, we're actually going to use Code right here. We have one more, I actually have one more monster than I normally do. So this was actually a really good hand. This guy's probably getting tired. So his Blue Eyes alternative is done for now. And still getting cards. And it just doesn't end, you know? So. Now, Mech Lord is an absolutely amazing card. Always does 3,000 more damage. So I don't like to set cards that I'm not using until main phase 2, because just in case he has a response that can destroy it. So always set main phase 2, guys. So right here, I could go into different things, but this is fine. So we're just going to go ahead and attack, and hopefully his trap doesn't destroy me. And if it does, so be it. It is just a game, and I am just playing for fun. So I'm not sure what's going on here. You must have a trap that can respond And I don't know if Mirror Force can even destroy me because I can't be destroyed by card effect. So all this is just for us to stall out here. And it's gonna fail maybe real quick. So our opponent here surrendered, which is very common when I use this deck. Unless you're running a high-powered deck, a lot of people surrender when they see that. I wasn't gonna kill him on that turn, but the next turn he was definitely toast. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm sorry that we couldn't keep going. He surrendered on us. What are you gonna do? But I did get to show you how I set up. I didn't get to show you all the cards, which is unfortunate. But I did go through most of the effect monsters in the deck, which is amazing. You got to see what all of them do. So there is extra effects. Cyber's White Hat, if you link summon him, you get to make all your opponent's monsters lose 1,000 attacks, so that's also good. And Link Slayer, you can discard cards that destroy cards on the field or spells and traps. I forget which one, but that also has an added effect, in case you didn't know that. Good cards to have. I only run one. Some people run 2 and 3. That's up to you. And that'll be all for Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel today. That was my Code Talker deck, and this is Dark Bride. I hope you guys have a good day.